Good morning, Headmaster, Chairman of the Board, Mr. David Edwards, colleagues, families of IGS, and of course, boys. Today is an extraordinary moment for IGS history, as it is the second occasion that we have selected prefects in Year 11. To begin the ceremony, I kindly ask Headmaster, Mr. Richard Morrison, to the lectern. Sir.
Mr. Edwards, Board Chair, Ms. Garforth, Board Member, parents, boys, colleagues. Forrest Gump might well have been right, mightn't he, when he said that life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're getting. We've certainly had a very, very unusual year. It is wonderful, though, to be in the auditorium and putting together a ceremony as best we can in fairly tricky conditions to acknowledge our Year 11 prefects to be. And we might think this is a strange year and a difficult year and a really challenging year, but obviously in 157 years of Ipswich Grammar School, there have been many challenging and difficult years, and the school has had different ebbs and flows and navigated its way through First World War, Great Depression, Second World War, global financial crisis, and other incidences and events in the life of the place. The history of this school has never really been smooth and static, and one year is like the next year as they roll on, and so it is indeed with 2020 as we have another difficult year. But the challenge and the adversity that people in this school have endured and lived through and learned through has actually made Ipswich Grammar School a stronger school and a better school in many ways. And I know our experience this year has been that although things have been very difficult and problematic and demanding of staff, parents and boys, we feel that members of our school community have really risen to the challenge and excelled in a difficult year. We've seen things out of our boys that we wouldn't probably have otherwise seen in terms of how they've shown commitment to each other and supported the staff and the school in many ways. We've seen our parents circle the wagons around our school and give us the most incredible encouragement and support, and certainly that's held myself, my colleagues on the senior leadership team, and the teaching staff of the school in very good stead, because we've all been working very, very hard in the best interests of the boys. I would like to acknowledge, and I note that we've especially got our Year 12 prefects with us down the back there. I'd like to acknowledge the Year 12s of 2020, Class 1, 5, 7, who've had a very difficult year, and a year that is nothing like they would have expected. And of course, boys in this school get one go at Year 12. So it's a bit of a bitter pill to swallow that circumstances have dictated that their 1 year of being a white shirt at Ipswich Grammar School would be such a strange year and a restrained year in many ways. And I would like to acknowledge Archie, Joe, and the other prefects on the way that they've handled that and the way that they've endured, the way they've looked after each other, and the way that they've tried to look after our school in a tricky situation. So I think a round of applause, partly in acknowledgement, but also, I guess, boys, to be honest, partly in sympathy for the difficult situation they've been faced with, might be appropriate. Thank you. Well deserved, boys. 2021, the challenge is reconnection. So our Year 11 prefects have a challenge of helping us further reconnect our great school, and they will do that through, I'm sure, being wonderful role models, serving their school, and committing to their mates and the staff of our place in the best possible way that they can. The prefect positions that our Year 11s are being inducted into this morning have been very hard won. The boys have been voted on by their peers. The boys have been voted on by staff members of the school. They all participated in a group challenge, a teamwork challenge, and they've all had individual interviews in addition to all of that. So to pop out at the other end of that process as one of the Year 11 prefects for this year is indeed quite a significant achievement, and I congratulate the boys on that. We are very much looking forward to what our Year 11 prefects will add to our school, the different talents that they draw on, different personalities, different strengths. This year we have a very diverse team. They're very different in terms of what they offer our place, offer their mates and offer each other, but we think it's a mix that's going to work extremely well. And we look forward to them supporting our Year 12s for the rest of 2020, and we look forward to them moving ahead to 2021 as the new white shirts and the prefects in Year 12 in our school, and we are sure and we are hopeful that they can support us in making 2021 a very, very special year for our place. Parents, a special thank you to you for coming along this morning and supporting your sons today, but also in advance for supporting them in the days and months ahead as they navigate this new pathway as student leaders in our place. Thank you everyone very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Headmaster. I'd now like to invite School Captain Archie Horniman-Wren to lead the prefects in their oath.
I, Archie Horniman-Wren, in the presence of the school authorities here assembled,
in the presence of the school authorities here assembled,
and in the presence of my fellow students, solemnly declare before accepting the prefectship conferred on me, that I fully recognise that a prefect must give unswerving loyalty to the school, that he must preserve and foster its ideals by precept and by example, that he must keep and enforce its rules and regulations, and that in work and in sport, he must set an example worthy of emulation by all his fellows. I publicly acknowledge and gratefully accept the honour conferred on me, and solemnly pledge that I shall do all in my power to fulfil my duties in a worthy manner. I now ask the Headmaster and Head of Year 11, Mr. Steptovich, to assist in the presentation of ties and badges. Bo Brebner. Sebastian Karvolf. Hamish Cassidy. Cameron Cook. Oshada Edarisinger. Noah Emerson. Shosheng Isaac Ho. Student I, Harvey Lee. Hamish Long. Denzel Perkins. And Xavier Woodgate.
Thank you, Archie, prefects, Headmaster, Mr. Stepjevic, for your assistance there. Ladies and gentlemen and boys, can we please congratulate our prefects-elect in Year 11. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know we're doing photos afterwards, but if you'd like to take a photo now with the Headmaster and Mr. Stepjevic. Wonderful. Thank you, sirs. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll do it one more time. Could we please congratulate our Year 11 prefects on their efforts. That concludes our ceremony today. Parents, of course, you are invited to have photographs with your son at the back of the auditorium with our sign there, and enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you so much.